Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today I want to do a very smoldering look, I guess I would say. I want to do very smoky brown eyes. They're going to be very dark and deep with a blown out lower lash line and a pinky nude lip. So hopefully you guys like this video, but let's just jump right in without further ado and get started. I already have my base makeup done, so I did my brows, I did my foundation, my concealer, and my powder because I really want to focus on the eyes today. We're going to start off by using the Morphe palette. I'm actually going to use this Morphe palette, the Dare to Create palette, to do the whole look today, and I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah. So the first color I want to go in with is a nice neutral, this palette is so beast, a nice neutral shade. They'll tend to be a little bit warm, but I'm going to go in with this one first. I'm going to take it on a really fluffy brush and take it through my crease. I already primed my eyes. I just put concealer over them and eye powder over them. That's how I always prime them. And then I can go in with any shades, shadows. And then I can go in with any shadows and it will blend really nicely over top. So I'm just going to take this through my crease, not being very precise. I'm just making sure I got a good, nice base laid down. Oh, let me zoom you in. Hopefully that's not too dark. Hope you guys can still see what I'm doing because I'm pretty blind with these lights on. Okay, so let's do the same thing in the other eye. Going back and forth. These are windshield wiper motion. And then circular motions. You can barely see the shade, but this is just going to be a transition shade. It's going to help all the colors fade into one another easier. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take, you jerk, this brush just fell into my shadow and ruined it. Next, I'm going to go in with this brush right here. It's a natural hair brush. It's more tapered. This one's just big and fluffy. This one's going to be a lot more precise. And I'm going to dip into that color that brush just jumped right into. Oh, there. It's like it never happened. I'll tap off the excess of my brush, and then I'm just going to go through my crease. I'm going to start the outer corner, and then I'll slowly bring it in. Use these wiggly motions first, like these little back and forth motions, and then I'll do my windshield wiper motions. Those wiggly motions are just to lay down the color. And then the windshield wiper motions will help to really lay it down and blend it out where we want it. So I'm taking this through my crease. And I'm not going to wing it out too, oh my god. I'm not going to wing it out too much because I do want it to be a little more rounded of an eye. We'll start with these little circular motions and I'll go in and I'll make those little round motions again coming out. I'm going to go in with the shade right underneath that. This one right here. Look at my brush in there. Tap it off. And again, I'm going to go right back in the crease. I'm just going to go a little bit lower this time. But still really focusing in that crease. We're just slowly building up the depth in that crease as we go down. So every time we put on a darker color, I go a little bit lower. I like to go back and forth, and then I'll go on my windshield wiper motion. But I'm just gonna make really tiny little circular motions too at the end because I don't want to blow it out too much. Once I have those colors laid down, I'm going to go into this brown right here. It's like the fourth one in. It's a very cool tone, and I'll mix it with this one down here, which is another brown, but it's very, very dark. I'm not going to tap off my brush, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this powder that I'm like not a crazy fan of, but it's okay. I'm going to tap some of this Fit Me powder into the lid. And then using my pointed brush, small pointed brush, I'm going to go into it, tap off a little bit of the excess, And then I'm just gonna stamp that right under my eye. The purpose of doing this is so that when we go in with those dark colors, it's not gonna ruin all that foundation and that concealer that we already have. So using those two dark shades, I'm gonna go on my lid, and I'm gonna go a little bit above the crease, but like just a hair, like, because you don't want this to be so blown out that it just looks like you have a black eye. And I'll do these patting motions first. And then I'll do a little bit of sweeping motions towards the end. And you're gonna have to dip into those colors a couple of times to get the ultimate like color payoff and to get that like super nice and deep. Once I'm satisfied with the depth of that color, I'll go back in with that first natural hair blending brush and that first shade that we use, that lightest shade. Actually, it's the second. This one right here. Take some more of my brush, and then I'm going to slowly wiggle back and forth where that dark brown meets that medium tone brown until it seamlessly blends into one. I want to like fade into the other. I don't want there to be any like harsh line showing that distinction of color. This is my second time using these lights, so I'm still just getting used to it, but I had already filmed this video earlier today and it just came out looking yellow. So I'm doing it again. So once we're at this point, we're gonna brush away all that excess powder that we put under our eyes to help catch all that fallout. And we're gonna just sweep it away. This is also baking your under eye, so nothing's gonna move there all day. Now we can start doing our lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna take this really dark brown color that we use on the top lid, but I'm just gonna use that one alone. And I'm gonna take this all the way from outer corner to inner corner. There we go. And then once we have that laid down, I'm gonna take a small pencil brush. I'm gonna dip back into that second color there, which has a little bit of a red undertone, which I really like with this look. And I'm gonna use that to buff it out. As I buff it out, I will connect it to the top shadow there. It does take a while to blend out the lower lash line because you want to be much more gentle down here. So take your time, just take your time. I'm gonna take a sponge with a sharp edge. I'm just using this Morphe sponge. I'm gonna dip back into my loose powder. I'll scrape off any excess powder and then I'm just gonna line it up where that bottom shadow meets that top shadow and just make a line. Take that pointed brush we used earlier to wipe away that excess powder. So to finish off the look, I'm going to go into this nice sparkly brown right here. I'm going to dip my brush into it. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. mist and set. And I'm going to spray my brush and get it pretty wet. You can use eye drops for this, setting spray. What else? You can't use water, probably won't work that great. And I'm going to put that over my eye. Wetting it is just going to make it look a lot more intense. But it already has this nice deep base it's going on top of on the eye. I'm going to go in my waterline. I'm going to use this purple eyeliner by Sugar. I just took that on my lower lash line. This helps make your eyes stand out a little bit more if you have brown eyes like me. I'll finish off by using some mascara. No, I did not forget. Finally. And I want my lashes to look really intense. You could put on fake lashes, but I don't have any. Nor do I like putting them on. I like to do one thin coat to start, and then I'll go back and do a second coat. but I like to do a thin coat first because I want my lashes to stay nice and separated. I'll let that dry for a minute. I won't look up or down because that will make your mascara transfer, and you don't want to clean it up. But you did all this work, you don't want to clean it up. Okay, we're going to go on with our second coat, even though it's in like 10 seconds, and I'm not patient, so second coat. I'm going to go in with some blush. I'm going to go in with the shade Melon by Ofra. My stippling brush, tap it off. This like pink blush complements these like nice dark tones really well. It's a medium tone, medium pink blush, I would say. I'm gonna go in with some Brontour in the shade Showmance by Morphe. I'm just using the matte side to really contour my face. I go from like the top of my ear down to the corner of my mouth. You can always use your brush to line it up. And I'll go straight down, about halfway down towards my mouth. And then I go up, but I lift it up a little higher, almost to make like a triangular. And then I'll just blend it out with these like back and forth little oval motions. Next streak. This is a little eye contour. Honestly, I feel like this works for many face shapes. If you just follow the lines of your top of your ears to your, and then just go around your forehead. I'm using the Dulce Candy highlight palette. I'm using this top shade and then this middle shade in the bottom. Just on the tops of my cheekbones. Adjusting over my brow where my arch is, down to meet it to make sort of like a moon shape. Oh, you can really see the highlight now with these lights. And then I'll take it down my nose. And on the tip of my nose. I'll go back in with that Showmance shade that we used earlier, the matte one, on a nice, this is not the right brush, on this angled brush by Colourpop. It's their F10 brush, and I put a little bit on the side and then I dust it off. And then I go down the bridge of my nose and I go straight down. And then I sort of fan it out. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Oh my gosh. Fan it out, buff it out under my nose a bit. And then I like to use my fingers and just go in there. I'm going to go back into that same palette. I'm going to take this nice bronzy, brass, coppery. How many more words can I think of? Probably that is just a bronzy shade. Okay, it's a very bronzy, shimmery shade. And I'm going to put that right in my inner corners. Just like so. That first base shade we put down. Actually, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use this one right here, with just a tad of this one. It's a nice matte highlight, but it's also going to help clean up that shadow right underneath there. You're barely going to notice it, but it's just going to help clean up the look. So for lips today, I'm going to use the Colourpop Lippie Stick in Inkblot. And then I'm going to go in with my Colourpop BFF3 Lippie Stick. Oh my gosh, it's like down to a nub. I don't even have a sharpener. And just take that on the edges. Okay, we'll just leave it like this, and I'm just going to top it off with some gloss. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. gloss in Mocha Twisted. Mocha Twist. I always say Mocha Twisted, I don't know why. And I'm just going to put that in the center. And then I'll top it out with my fingers. And that completes our look today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this very sultry, smoldering eye look. I really like how it turned out. I just like glowy, and I don't know, I like it. I just really like this look. And honestly, I like it more the second time than I did the first time, because the first time I kind of did more of an orangey lip on accident. I thought it was more pink, but it just didn't turn out that way. So I actually like it with this lip a lot more. Let me know what you guys think about this look. Did you like it? Are there any other looks that you'd like to see from me? Like, tell me if you have any events coming up, or you just want to see like a blue smoky eye, whatever it is, let me know and I'll definitely do it for you. Aside from that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!